more than a season. Just what difference does that make when you're trying to rebuild the program, when you have as many returning seniors as you do, to just kind of keep the right things in place?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's huge. It's the first time that even just in the off season, being able to have that relationship with the coach. Even when they're on the road, and just being able to, get a call from them and say, how you doing, and not having to build it from the ground up like we have really for the last 2 years, and trying just to you spend so much time trying to get to know each other, and this off season it's been more just kind of building that relationship as you know each other, and that's only going to help in the film room and on the field come Saturday.
Usually rebuilds, it's a very young team that comes up 3-4 years down the line when those guys are seniors. You start to see the fruits. It's kind of a different situation here where there's a rebuild going on, but you're a pretty junior, senior, heavy-laden team right now. Does that kind of change knowing that you guys have this year to kind of make a legacy, or at least make a bigger step towards bringing this program back to where it wants to be?
Yeah, I think that all the juniors and seniors, they want to get this thing going in the right direction. So when we leave out of here, we're getting this program heading in the right way, and if we can come out of here, a bowl win team, then all the better to it. But if we can just leave the right print on this program, because I think Coach Smith's bringing a lot of good guys, and the staff is definitely there to do it. So I think within the next few years they're going to be really, really good. And so if we can jumpstart that and be really, really good this year, then that'll be huge.
What have the JUCOs and some of these other inter-university transfers kind of shown you so far?
I mean, it's good for everything. Whether they're going to be on the field, they're going to be there to build depth at a position. It's been cool just having them out there and competing and getting to know some of the guys. And having the transfers is always nice because they're a little bit more mature, a little bit more ready to go than maybe some of the freshmen. And they've shown that. A lot of the transfers come out and have done a really good job.
So Lindsay's one of the transfers, but how's the wide receiver group going so far? Obviously Trayvon, and obviously going to hopefully have another great year. And then, you bring Lindsay in. How's it been with wide receiver corps?
The wide receiver corps is great. I mean, I think they're very, very talented. They work hard. We've been out here all summer, getting extra work in and just working as hard as we can to build that chemistry and rapport together. And so I think it's a really special group.
Jake, head into this year, do you feel like the old man now?
No, last year I did. Now I've accepted it. So I just feel I'm one of the guys again. So, I mean, they'd like to joke with me, but it's all good. I just let it go right off my back.
Have there been any situations of, since you've come back, of, where you've noticed you've had to be, that old guy mentor to anybody?
Yeah, definitely. And I think this summer, where it's just kind of players running everything, just having the experience that I've had has really helped me and helped the team, I think, because, I've seen it been done many, many times. And so I kind of have a different expectation and try to just get those younger guys, heading in the right direction and making sure we're working and not goofing off or anything. And so it's definitely helped.
How excited are you for fall camp to get started?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Just excited to put the pads on and play football again, and I think everyone feels the same way.
So you talked about it, it being that it is your last year, but obviously with what you've gone through before, does it mean a little bit more, or have a little bit deeper meaning to you, being that this is your last year in college football?
I would think so, yeah. I mean, I came in here and had a lot of big plans and big expectations, and those haven't been met, and so I was lucky enough to get another year, and I want to meet all those goals and expectations for myself in this final year, and it's my last go-around, so I'm ready to go.
One of the themes this offseason I've kind of picked up on is the word urgency. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that Coach Mack in the weight room really instills in us, and it's just something that means, we're coming out. It doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter the time of day, the weather, the opponent, anything. We're coming out, we're going to start fast, we're going to be ready to go, and we're going to do everything, with urgency.
It's year two, the transition from year one to year two under Coach Smith. Is there the growth, I guess?
Yeah, there definitely has been, and I kind of touched on it a little bit, but it's really the last 2 years, it's been so much just getting to know the coaches and trying to just get to understand each other and build it from the ground up, whereas this offseason has really been continuing to build on the relationship, and I think that's really big for the team, and from an off-field standpoint and an on-field standpoint. When you really know each other and can have trust in a relationship, then on the field's only going to be better. So it's definitely been much different, and it's been good.
Have you seen him grow as a coach? I mean, it was his first year as a head coach last year, and now he's probably easing into a year or two a little more than he was maybe in year one.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. That was his first year as a head coach, and so I'm sure in that position, I don't know what it's like, but I'm sure it's tough. And trying to figure out, how you're going to act as a coach and how you're going to, lead the team. And so this fall camp will definitely be, a big tell sign of that. But I think in the spring he did a great job and was kind of starting to get out of his shell a little bit and understand his, how he wants to approach it as head coach.
Jake, what did you work on the most this summer?
just trying to get in good shape and just make sure that I'm able to move and get out of the pocket when I need to and take some hits when I need to and make sure that I'm ready from that standpoint so I can be healthy and stay on the field.
Is that baseball slide on point?
It's always been on point, man. It's just tough, it's tough. I've never been, before I got here, never been one to slide. It's kind of feels like, you're giving up on the play, and that's something that's never really been in my DNA, and so to kind of start to try to put that in my repertoire has been a little weird, but I'm ready to do it, and by this point understand it's more important to be healthy than gain an extra yard or two. So.
What kind of growth do you think we're going to see in the offense from this last year into this next year?
Hopefully consistency. That's the biggest thing that we're trying to just harp on, is just we have to be good from the first play to the last play, and we can't come out slow or just finish bad. It's because we've shown flashes that we can be really great, and I think in every game we showed flashes that we could be great. It's just we have to do it, drive in and drive out.
Noah said he feels as good as he has since he was in high school. How happy are you to have him back, and what have you seen out of him?
Noah looks great. I mean, he's looked great all summer, all spring. We've after practice we run routes together, and we'll throw him out at wideout and have him run like a deep post. And man, he's running really well. He's jumping. He looks fantastic.
Offense have another level once he's up there.
Definitely, I think any offense that can have like an elite tight end come in, and it just adds a whole different dynamic to the offense. He can come out of an attached set, or he can widen out, and having to cover him is a mismatch at any position. So I think it's huge.
You have plenty of weapons to distribute the ball to, whether it's the backfield or the wide receiver. Is there a newcomer or somebody maybe that didn't play as much last year that you're looking forward to?
There's a few. I think Josiah can really make some strides, and I think that down the line he's a guy that could be a draft day guy. I think he has all the talent that you can need, and definitely has the speed and athleticism. And then I think that Tyjon could be really good for us. I think that Teagan at tight end could be really good for us. And then Champ, I think, will take the next step. I think he'll be really good this year. He's been working his butt off, and he's super consistent. Comes ready to work every day, and I think he'll be ready to go.